Dom here from Essential RC, thanks for tuning in for another flight test. You may have seen my 3 recent videos on the new FMS 64mm EDF Rafale. Fantastic little jet that you can just put on the passenger seat of your car on your way down to the flying field. Took off the fixed landing gear and the bombs and missiles underneath to keep it super light, 4S2700 pack. And on that third video, exploring the slow high alpha flight characteristics, absolutely mind-blowing and so much fun. So I'm hoping this 80mm EDF version will be the same amount of fun, if not more. It's quite a bit different. It's larger, obviously, so it won't be so easy to transport, but it's packed with more features. So this one has operational canards and flaps, it has retractable landing gear, and it has a light system. It still has the Reflex version 2 stabilisation system, really like that, particularly in optimised mode. It takes out all the bumps and the gusts that you might get on a windy day, which we will definitely get going into autumn and winter now. But it's big and it's in a very bright scheme, so I know it's going to look fantastic in the sky. So let's not hang around, let's take the components out of the box, let's see what we get. So actually, just quickly showing you the container within the box, this polystyrene carton, and well designed so as to ensure nothing can get damaged while it's in transit to your door. But let's unpack it. So unboxed and unwrapped all the components, and not very many of them, as you can see. So this is going to go together very, very quickly. But just having a look at everything, so I've taken off the canopy. And you've got a nice pilot in there as well. So that is a nice solid catch on the back to make sure that stays in place. Then inside, you can see you've got 2 Velcro straps for your battery. You've got Velcro to put onto your battery as well. All the leads to put into your receiver from the Reflex version 2 stabilisation system that's back here. And then there's a connector for your battery. It's one of those. I use XT90, so I will change it to one of those. But then generally all the servos and everything are in place, already hooked up. So rudder servo lead here to the stabilisation system. So the actual vertical stabiliser we just put in place and use a couple of screws to secure it and plug in the rudder, which is already hooked up from the servo to the rudder itself. Looking at the wings, you see it's very bright yellow on top. And then you can see underneath it's contrasting blue, but the ailerons servo and the flap servo are already connected up. So nothing to do there. We've got missiles to put onto the wingtips. We've got auxiliary fuel tanks. You've got the carbon spar wing joiner. We've got a USB lead to program the Reflex stabilisation system if we need to. We won't need to, but they do provide updates sometimes for specific models. We've got the canards here, which slide onto this, and just a screw to hold that in place. Got the nose cone, and we've got more missiles to sling underneath, and the refueling probe as well, plus the instructions. But obviously not very many parts, so it's going to be super quick to put together. Let's do that now. So, all put together. This is it. FMS RAFALE 80mm. So easy to put together. The really, the one thing to point out with this, I thought, there's normally a little bag that has all the hardware in it. I couldn't find it. I took all the components out of the box, couldn't find it. And it was in the nose cone. It was in a little bag in the nose cone. I thought I was going mad, but it was in there. So that is my one little tip. Otherwise, it's very straightforward. The really clever thing with this is that all the mixing is done for you. All the mixing with the canards, with the elevators is done, and even on the flaps, there's one plug into your receiver from the Reflex gyro system. So if you use it, You can see how it changes the angle of attack on the canards, but it also splits the flaps and the ailerons to give you a crow braking effect as well when you come into land. Really, really clever. They've really thought about it. So let's not hang around, let's get it in the air, let's see how it flies. There you go. Fantastic. So good speed and the high alpha, just crazy. In this wind especially, and I know a lot of people would be absolutely terrified of flying in the wind, but it's fairly constant, 20-25 miles an hour, and it allows me to do that kind of elevator, high alpha, and then power away. Fantastic. So that's the FMS RAFALE 80mm EDF. The links are in the video description and the pinned comment. Look it up for the price. But thanks for watching this one. Thanks to Kian on camera. We'll be back soon on Essential RC. Thanks for watching. Bye.